Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Had a lot of fun summoning for Gohan. Did I say fun? What's the opposite word of fun? Torture? It was a great torturous experience summoning for Gohan. Let's go ahead and grab the pity copy. Whenever I'm streaming, people are always like, oh, grab your pity copy, but I mean, you gotta remember, I can't because my box space is filled, so, like, I have to actually, you know, clear my box space out first, then I could actually grab the pity copy. So, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the new Gohan and Piccolo at 55%. Again, I do not encourage you guys to summon on this character at all. I think Toon Rami has, you know, just coined this term, which I will, you know, use all the time. I think I like it a lot. Luxury unit. Like, this is a character that could enhance, like, your Planet Namek Saga team or something like that, sure. But, I mean, is this a great character to summon for? I mean, I would basically say, like, no way. I think you are much, much, much better off skipping this and just waiting to see what's going to happen with Anniversary. Maybe you're a big Heroes fan. Maybe Daima gets, like, some big summonable character before then. Like, wait for something like that. I don't... Like, you can't... At most players, I just see no reason in the world at all why you would ever want to summon for a yellow coin LR. Like, at, like, Cell Max, I feel like was kind of a little bit of an exception. But besides, like, a Cell Max level exception, I don't think it's a good idea to summon for a lot of these yellow coin LR characters and shit like that. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have got here. In terms of the 200% leader. So this is what we're working with here. So I guess we'll run Vegeta's team, probably, is what we'll do here. I don't know what's going on with Dokkan info for me right now, but yeah, I mean, we got this huge issue going on. I don't know, maybe Vegeta's team. We could run Beast's team. I mean, this character certainly wants to potentially be run on Vegeta's team. We do have this restriction we have to keep in mind with Planet Namek Saga or Namekian allies, but that is only in this Gohan version. Once we swap to Piccolo, it's not really so much of a big deal. Let's start on Vegeta's team and see how we do. Alright guys, we are here in an event. I picked the Trunks and Goten fight with the bombs because it's a stage where you could take a lot of damage. Yeah, and as soon as I jump in here, I'm reminded again that Vegeta, Namek Vegeta, is terrible for this fight. Because, I mean, he's going to make sure to help that there's a ton of AGL orbs all over the place. Mostly because his rainbow orb changing does not change AGL orbs, right? So in this initial phase, who do we have to take out? Is it Goten? Goten is the one creating the orbs? So maybe I should focus on Goten, actually. Alright, so we've got it right here. We have Gohan and Piccolo. Number one is we're going to want this character in slot 1. Okay, so Gohan right here is going to have 30% damage reduction, 30% damage reduction, and 20% damage reduction. So Kid Gohan in slot 1 is going to have 80% damage reduction, which is definitely nice to have. We're going to have to be very, very, very cautious here. Because we took just the AGL orbs are everywhere. I guess I'll give these to Vegeta. He at least will get a little bit of same type healing from that. And then we'll hit this. We're going to be able to get really good value out of one ability Kid Gohan has. Which is the 20% HP at the end of the turn healing that he gets. So one huge, I guess, kind of issue with Kid Gohan. 10 million right there. Okay. One huge issue with this guy. Is going to be that we do need a Namek Saga or Namekian category ally on the same turn. That's going to limit team building quite a bit. Whoa, wait. Huh? Cord issue. What? Wait. Huh? Cord? No. Alright, we're coming back. A little bit of cord shenanigans. Ay, ay, ay. What is going on? That's the first time I've had a cord issue with the new Nano setup, man. No matter what, I'm going to make this a mess, I guess. No matter what, I'm going to turn this into shenanigans. Oh, boy, I hope that the audio's not going to be messed up. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? I'd be so mad. Whew, I'd be hot, dude. All right, so here's Gohan doing his thing. That additional, by the way, is guaranteed right there. So Gohan gets 3 ki, 30% damage reduction, 30% crit, and an additional that has a high chance to be a super for 3 turns from his initial turn. So he's going to have 2 rotations where he'll have that up right there, that ability. If we can stay alive until turn 4, we're going to swap into Piccolo, because the active exchange, you know, is something we could do on turn 4 with damage, which is another reason I picked this fight. This fight, it's not really that tough, but it is one of those things where it's like, if we bring the best teams, we're going to cut through every single fight. But, I mean, those bombs, like, if we don't have a character that can kind of, like, get rid of some of these AGL orbs or something like that, like, it could definitely be an issue. Just taking a shit ton of damage from those bombs, right? Which we're encountering here. Now, Gohan is going to help us quite a bit with the 20% HP regen at the end of the turn, though. That potentially could be a pretty nice ability to have to kind of keep you in check. Wouldn't synergize well with another character that has some sort of HP condition. But, I don't know, if we ran, like, LR Beast Gohan's team or something like that, which they are on his 200%, damn, like, how effective is this character going to be if we don't have the Namek Saga or Namekian ally in the turn? Like, it potentially would be pretty bad, right? This is not really so good. Okay. We gotta be a little cautious here, dude. Alright, let's hit this. Orange Piccolo is fully built up, so he's fine. I could hit this right here. This will give Vegeta our abilities, even though it's a bomb. And then I could hit this. Bro, these AGL orbs is the entire field, man. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. Dude, I need Piccolo so bad. All right, this stage is going to turn into a good showcase stage for this, because Piccolo is going to be able to come out, and he's going to be able to help us reset things for sure. So, actually, Piccolo's ability, he is set up to where you can get his guaranteed dodge ability right away. Actually, is that good or bad? Because our HP on this next turn is going to be low enough, we're going to be able to pop that right away, right? Huh. Now remember, Vegeta's a nuking character, so me avoiding these orbs could potentially be bad. Nah, we're fine. I did make sure that we got the AGL orb, so he at least had his abilities, right? The extra dodge and the damage reduction and stuff like that. Because remember, it's 5 orbs or an AGL orb, so that's good. Alright, yeah, so we're going to be ready to transform into Piccolo. We'll definitely do another run, because we didn't get very much footage out of Kid Gohan. Just the, you know, one turn. We saw him do a couple of double supers. Remember, Kid Gohan, what are the different ways his damage reduction is here? Let me look at this. So, Kid Gohan with his damage reduction, he gets the 3 ki 30% damage reduction. That's just, you know, again, from his for the first 3 turns. So, essentially his first 2 rotations. Then he gets 3 ki 30% damage reduction, 30% crit as the first attacker in the turn. Okay, typically characters with that type of ability might age iffy. Keep that in mind. And then he gets 3 ki 20% damage reduction and 20% crit if there's a Namek Saga or Namekian ally in the turn. And, I mean, right now, those 2 categories are not really super good. This is Planet Namek Saga right here. There's not a lot that we have to work with Planet Namek Saga. No way. And then we've also got Namekian, which he's not on. Let's look at the Namekian category team, which is this one right here. I mean, we could run this character pretty safely on this team. And by the time this character transforms, Gohan will be ready to transform as well. So remember that Gohan? There's 2 different conditions here. Turn 4 from start of battle, if HP 70% or less, or turn 6 from the start of battle. Let's go ahead and get Piccolo out right here. If there's a little bit of, you know, bad audio right here, I guess I apologize. It's my gift and my curse. All right, let's go. Alright, so now we got Piccolo out here. But dude, there's still just so many AGL orbs, we're gonna get taken out. Yeah, okay, so Piccolo, I assume he has his abilities up, right? Oh, dude, what are we gonna do? No, we're done. This team, like, Dokkan Fest Vegeta just doesn't work very well against this fight with all these bombs. Because there's too many AGL orbs here. Yeah, we're cooked. We're completely done. There's actually just too many AGL orbs, man. Look at this. I guess I could hit this. And I guess I could hit this. I guess it's conceivable we live here. I guess. Nail has a lot of damage reduction. Vegeta could dodge and have damage reduction. If we live the turn, remember, Piccolo heals 25% HP at the end of the turn. Alright, let's see. Does Piccolo... Yeah, Piccolo's ability is activated, isn't it? So when HP is 70% or less at the start of turn, he gets guaranteed dodge. And then from his next turn on, he has a high chance to dodge. So the character is set up, ideally, to where you would be able to transform with the character on turn 4, because your HP is low. The first turn Piccolo is out, you have 100% dodge. And then from then on, he's got the 50% dodge. And then he's able to have, what, 70% damage reduction? So he gets 50% damage reduction start of turn. And then if HP is 70% or more at the start of turn, he gets another 20% damage reduction. And Superclass allies get 70% defense. Alright, so we have taken a lot of damage from the bombs. The bombs have crushed us here, dude. Piccolo, if we live this turn, which we definitely could, because Nail's going to have a lot of damage reduction right here. Plus we've got dodge shenanigans and shit like that. But Piccolo will heal 25% HP at the end of the turn. So that'll be a nice little HP regen. So, you know, in this run, we've actually been able to get great value. I think Vegeta should probably be okay. Yeah, okay. We'll be able to get great value from the healing abilities. We just got to get Goten out of here. Orange Piccolo's probably been hit enough times to where his healing ability would be up. Do we have Evolution Blue Vegeta's revive? No, not yet. Let's get Tech Broly out. Yeah, dude, look at this. The EGL orbs. Dog, I have no shot. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to get 18 key with him. I wish I could. It's okay. Alright, now we're going to have to get this right here. Going to take a little bit of damage, and by a little bit, we're going to be back down to 1. Or close to it. Damn, that didn't fall the way I wanted it to. But then we'll be able to get a couple of int orbs right here. We just got to get rid of Goten. We get rid of Goten, and the bombs will go away. Although, I mean, the damage... I guess this is the reason the damage in here is so low. Is because the bomb mechanic... It just doesn't work very well with Namek Vegeta. Right? Namek Vegeta, his Rainbow Orb changing, he's getting rid of all types of orbs except for AGL orbs. So we're just left with so many of these bombs around. If we just take out Goten, we'll be good. Now, I haven't talked about it yet, but Piccolo and Kid Gohan, they stack with every 12 key super attack that both of them do. Again, we're going to do another run, but we'll just keep getting these stacks up with them. What are their stacks actually at? So Kid Gohan stacks 20% attack and 20% defense, and then it's going to be the same with Piccolo, huh? 20% attack and 20% defense. Yeah, so their stacks aren't the craziest, I guess. That is a little bit of kind of a bummer, I guess. Yeah, the stacks not being that crazy. Only 20%. Like, that's one major issue that Namek Vegeta has, right? Is that Namek Vegeta, you know, he has his 50% attack stack, which is good, but 20% defensive stack is not really so good. All right, so Goten is gone, so we can kind of replenish our HP at this point. Yep. Okay, again, they don't really hit that hard. Wait, are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, I was going to say. Okay, so Orange Piccolo, we have his very rare ability up. Because the other thing about this fight is that these bosses attack a lot. They attack so much. All right, this would actually be a great turn for us in terms of links. Yeah, so Piccolo's link set, it's a little bit different from Kid Gohan's. I guess I did move quickly through Kid Gohan's. We'll do another fight, right? We'll probably fight maybe like TEQ Goku. So Piccolo's link set here, Brainiacs, Namekian, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, Demonic Ways, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Really strong link set. We can put Nail in slot 1, actually, right here, because the turn started with us having the incredibly low HP. So Nail has got the monster damage reduction right now, right? All right, so this is a great turn for LR Piccolo. And remember, every 12-key super attack we're going to get with LR Piccolo, he is going to be stacking, right? Let me just read off his passive here. 8-key, 250% attack and defense, 150% attack on super, 50% damage reduction, 50% chance to crit, additional with a 70% chance to be a super, 4-key and an additional super starting from the turn in which he receives an attack. Oh, okay, but that... I mean, that would be him actually getting hit, right? So we don't have that up, actually. Let me see. Yeah, that's not up, right? Then when HP 70% or more at the start of turn, he gets 20% damage reduction, 70% defense. So that was his normal additional. Yeah, so that guaranteed additional super doesn't trigger until he actually gets hit. So turn 1, we had 100% dodge. So he couldn't activate that. And then now on this second turn, he would have just activated that right there. So now, for the rest of the fight, Piccolo is going to have that extra additional super. So, see, that's very interesting. So, once you swap into Piccolo, from that point on, he still needs to, be under 70% HP at the start of turn to get some abilities. And he needs to get hit to get some abilities as well. Okay. I think that this character is pretty good. This Piccolo and Gohan. It's just... the one thing I'm not going to be super positive on is how negative the impact is going to be of wanting to have a Planet Namek Saga or Namekian category ally on the rotation for Kid Gohan. To me, I kind of view that as like the biggest negative aspect of this character. I think. I suppose we could always just get a lot of additional normals, which is always frustrating, right? I mean, if Kid Gohan and Piccolo are giving us a lot of, not supers with the 12 key, that could, rob us of some stacks, which can be huge. All right, now on the next turn, Goten and Trunks, they create their bombs. It's from physical orbs, right? Physical orbs? So that's good, because Vegeta now is going to be, like full field of orb changing into AGL. So now, I mean, we should be able to take complete control of the fight. And then, we've been able to get value throughout this run, too, of Piccolo and Gohan healing at the end of the turn. That's an interesting ability to have, healing at the end of the turn. Okay, he's just supering a lot. Can we get some crits? Can we finish Trunks off right here or no? Probably not going to finish Trunks off. Yeah, no. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. All right, well, we are going to get robbed, though, I guess, of being able to get a stack for Piccolo, because he's going to drop his 18 key, and then that's going to be that. So no stacking or anything. Look at Nail. Nail can potentially look quite impressive. Nail is an interesting character for sure. Okay. All right, we're chilling. Yeah, he still keeps his dodge. Yeah, so he has the 50% crit built in. He's got all these additionals built in. I probably would really... Nice, we got the KO screen right there. Beautiful. I think I would really emphasize dodge, because that will be the strongest asset for Kid Gohan, right? Kid Gohan wants to be run in slot 1. Dodge is going to help a lot, because it's like, I know you could say, oh, well, but they're already with the big damage reduction and shit like that. Remember, these bosses are now hitting so hard that they will smack you through damage reduction and guard and these defensive abilities. So I think Piccolo kind of just has everything anyway. Like, Piccolo, if we were just talking about Piccolo specifically, maybe, like, raw attack and raw defense might be the best way to go with him. I don't know. Or dodge or something like that. But Kid Gohan, he's specifically going to need dodge, I think. Yeah, it's physical orbs is what our issue is going to be here. But we got that. All right, let's just go for Trunks and Goten. We can just go ahead and smack them with the dirty fireworks right here. Sure. And we will just bully this phase. I think I'll just go ahead and skip until the next rotation, actually, because this will be a long turn of these characters attacking, so we'll come back. They can't touch us. The only scary part of them is the physical orbs, which all of a sudden, the entire field. Okay, so we just got bad luck, I guess? That's a lot of physical orbs all of a sudden. What the hell? Okay. Alright, guys. Well, the good news is we're going to have Piccolo fully ready to go. The bad news is that this dickhead Vegeta hurts himself. Oh, what if I ruined the entire rotation to create all these orbs for no reason? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Thanks, Vegeta. Freaking loser. Alright, anyway. No more Vegeta talk. Field full. Oh, okay, good. This time we didn't get a field full of physical orbs. That's... How kind, Dokkan. How kind. Alright, let's see what Piccolo could do. So we have, like... Oh, he's fully built up. We got everything. He's next to Nail, who, I mean, kind of... We pretty much just run him with. Keep in mind that Piccolo doesn't actually have to be run with a Namekian. I'm going to not do this right here. I'd rather not. His attack stat is, what, 14 million right here? At 55%? Okay. I didn't want to get the Dokkan attack just to get the extra raw damage. There's no point. I'd rather see Piccolo get all of his attacks than, like, kill Krillin in one hit. Alright, so here's another additional. Remember, every single additional super is stacking. Every single one we get. Okay, beautiful. One more. Here we go. Nice. We get it. Cool. Remember, 55%, so this character cannot get the hidden potential system at the moment, since they are just 55%, but there's both of the guaranteed additional supers. Okay. I think that this character should potentially be quite good against Goku and Frieza, right? Like, thinking about them rainbowed, level 10 links, you know, good build and stuff like that. Because Gohan, I mean, damn, the thing is that, like, okay, like, now I'm just kind of, like, theory crafting how a run against Goku and Frieza in my head goes. And it's like, Gohan is not going to be able to just sit in slot 1, because 17 locks. Having Planet Namek Saga or Namekian category allies in the turn, like, we could, but we could not. Nail should be pretty effective for that fight. I mean, 17 could probably kill him pretty easily, I guess. Yeah, damn. It's just, the Goku and Frieza fight, like, you're just going to have so many holes regardless. Like, the team is not filled with top 10 overall, like, LRs in the game. Well, you've got a lot of holes, and you're probably going to get punished. It's just simply the way shit is going to go. I mean, I do think Piccolo himself is going to be very good. The problem is getting to Piccolo. Piccolo just does a lot, man. I mean, the heals, the additionals, the stacking, the damage reduction. I mean, he potentially has 70% superclass support. I mean, you know, we saw the entire value pretty much of Goku, Gohan, and Trunks is how good their 2-turn support is. I mean, Piccolo's is less defense overall, and it's only 1 turn compared to them with 2 turns. But, like, we know how good, like, that big defensive support can be, right? But, like, Piccolo's got everything, man. Again, damage reduction, crit, additional, dodge. Like, it's all built in. He's got it all. Healing. It's interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, I think we're probably going to... the 2 Vegetas are probably going to finish this. Let's just maybe head over to, like, the TEQ Goku fight. And, you know, have more time to talk about Gohan. Because I was kind of like, okay, like, we're taking a lot of damage from these bombs here in this fight. So, I mean, that was good, because we were able to see, you know, Piccolo, you know, we transformed on turn 4. I suppose that's another problem. You know, like, having to wait until turn 6 could definitely be an issue. Kid Gohan, I mean, he gets 30% damage reduction in slot 1. So what happens if we try and float him off, right? and then we take, like, massive damage or something like that. Like, he's potentially going to be just sitting there restricted in slot 1. Those are the characters that age so fast when they have to be in slot 1. That's the worst that we could do. Alright, guys, here we go. So we do have our Namek Saga rotation and stuff like that. Yeah, I just, like, we'll see, like, once we're going through, like, the long video and stuff like that, right? Like, how this is gonna work out for us. Like, I kinda, I don't know, this team is not very good, right? Like, I feel like this is one of those things where, like, you know, we would do a lot of runs, and, like, we'd have various issues of characters dying, like, things would just go bad, and then you get the people who go, well, it was easy for me. No, congratulations, man, truly, but that doesn't change the fact that some of these characters can get blasted. I mean, Nail can become good, but it's going to take a little bit. Evolution Blue Vegeta is obviously very good. It's very rare for him to just get blasted. I mean, it takes Janemba or, like, 17 in Golden Frieza, right? Or something like that. Tech Broly, it's very difficult for him to get killed. The AGL Vegetas, they could definitely get cocked. I mean, Orange Piccolo, it's like Orange Piccolo works really good when we're using him under the umbrella of super elite character. Like, Beast is around. And I don't... Alright, let's go. Let's quit yapping away. Let me go over what sort of like what Gohan does though. We kind of just moved very fast before. So Gohan's link set is a little different. Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, Demonic Ways, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Why did they give them Demonic Ways? EGL Kid Gohan has that, right? Yeah, he does. I don't know why they got this. I guess the other, like, all the Kid Gohans have it. I mean, AGL Kid Gohan, I guess, could Easy A. They would be on a lot of the same teams. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. Let's just quickly go over kind of like some of Gohan's stuff here. So 18 key super attack, he does get 100% attack and defense, and then mega colossal damage. 12 key is he's getting the 20% stack, which of course is pretty good. Here, we'll let the turn get going, and then I'll blabber away about the passive. So Gohan is getting 200% attack and defense start a turn, 150% attack on super, and then he's got the 3 stacking conditional stuff, right? The 3 key, 30% damage reduction, 30% crit. Additional is a high chance to be a super for his first 3 turns. He's got the 3 key, 30% damage. Yeah, of course, additional normal. Yeah, not shocking. He's got the 3 key, 30% damage reduction, 30% crit as the first attacker in the turn. And then the 3 key, 20% damage reduction, 20% crit. Planet Namek Saga or Namekian ally in the turn. Looking at Gohan, he doesn't get defense like passive on super attack, right? So the only, like, he has his start of turn defense, and then he's going to be getting defense from his super attack effect. But, like, he's not, you know, his on super attack passive ability is just 150% attack. I do fear for this Gohan. I think we will have very few issues with Piccolo ever. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I could just feel like there's going to be a lot of fear a lot of the time with running Kid Gohan. And then, like, once Piccolo comes out, it's like, all right, time to settle down. We're looking good now. That's kind of what I think my prediction of how some of these fights are going to go. All right, guys. So we have another rotation here. So remember, Gohan, we get 2 turns where he's going to have his, you know, extra damage reduction and stuff like that up. So we can easily get away with just sitting him right here, and we will be good to go. He's still going to have his 80% damage reduction and stuff, so let's hit this. So now next turn, on turn 6, we'll be able to transform into Piccolo. HP conditions are pretty inconsistent. That's the thing with it. I mean, I feel like most of the time, it'll probably be turn 6 when we turn into Piccolo, but we'll see, right? I mean, I can't just say this for certainty, like, when we're actually going to be seeing, like, the exchange. Super nice. Okay, we actually do get it. Remember, this is good. It's a stack, right? So we'll take it. The animations for this LR overall are very good looking, aren't they? Every animation does really look very good. Okay. Makes sense, because that Kid Gohan has had, like, no representation. What he has a rare, basically? Like the Gohan from the Frieza fight. And then that Piccolo, I mean, he does have that, you know, free-to-play character, but the animations are not very good for that free-to-play character. Alright, so we'll come back next turn, turn 6. We'll be ready to swap back into Piccolo again. I mean, how good is this character gonna be? I mean, one of the things with it, too, is when we're talking specifically about a character that has kind of a nasty restriction or something like that, to where it impacts our team building, like, once we would start losing, so, like, I don't know, if we bring Orange Piccolo, right, or something, and then that character dies, it's like, well, the only reason we're using Orange Piccolo is to, you know, satisfy the condition of Gohan and Piccolo. So that's an important thing. I mean, their presence potentially could weaken the team. I mean, certainly we could try just maybe running this character on, like, Beast Gohan's team. And I mean, we could run Orange Piccolo, but it's, I mean, damn, you know, you're talking about only having, like, one turn. Because, okay, Kid Gohan, he's not sitting in slot 1 at all unless he has all 3 procs up. Like, you can only have this guy in slot 1 if you have all 3 of these up. He's not going in slot 1 unless all 3 of these are up. Just with how hard bosses hit nowadays. With all 3 of these up, I mean, I imagine he's going to be fine even against, like, Gogeta and Janemba, right? I mean, Rainbow, Link level 10, stuff like that, but... Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get Piccolo out real quick, and we can finish this fight off. You guys know the deal here. UI Goku only supers in slot 2. At Piccolo, I mean, even at 55%, though, I just can't see this guy struggling, man. No way. I think Piccolo will probably be fine against this UI Goku. Alright, so we have Piccolo out now. What is our defensive stats looking like? Nail is at 991. So we're probably going to be safe putting Nail in slot 1, actually. I think Nail actually probably would be A-okay if we're going to go ahead and throw his ass in slot 1. I don't think we could really expect too many issues, because UI Goku... I mean, UI Goku is at 900k plus type disadvantage. Nah, we should be good. We should be good to leave the 2 of them together like this. I think we should be okay. I guess I hope we'll be okay. Looks like we're 1 key shy of 24. That's fine. Because remember, Nail does have damage reduction, right? Even if we take a little bit of damage, shouldn't be too much. Yeah, it's double digits. Nice. Alright, let's see how Piccolo does against UI Goku. So remember, we don't have Piccolo's dodging activated. That's only if our HP is 70% or less at the start of turn. So he does have the capability of having 100% dodge, which is always good. Remember this right here, this is 100% attack and defense. And then his 12 key is 30% attack and defense. Same thing as Gohan. Oh, damn, that's a normal right there, so no additional supers then? Damn. Alright. What are we looking like here? 263. So that's only with 1 super. we did have 70% damage reduction right there, right? So Piccolo has 50% damage reduction start of turn, and then 20% damage reduction, and of course the superclass allies defense if HP 70% or more at the start of turn. So you have the 70% damage reduction, and then that damage, like Piccolo, Rainbow, like Piccolo so easily could just like eat that for nothing. But I guess like, you know, he does get one of his additionals from getting hit first, and then the, you know, the 70% chance to be a super we did fail. That obviously would allow us to tank it a little bit better. Okay, okay. We're still getting more and more footage for Piccolo here, though. Alright, guys, what do we say we wrap this up? So, Piccolo. I mean, now that we actually got hit, he's going to have his extra additional. I guess we should keep that in mind. When we're doing long videos, I probably will be using the Piccolo / Vegeta character quite a bit. That Vegeta is pretty good, right? Like, that unit is very solid. We'll be able to get a scouter right near the start of the fight, which could certainly help us. Maybe we could even potentially use that to... Oh, okay. Like, looks like the coast is clear. We could maybe float Gohan off. He'll come back. We'll be ready to transfer into Piccolo. Something like that. I guess that is very convenient that Piccolo Vegeta is a Namekian unit at all times, right? Alright, so, again, we got hit... So Piccolo has a guaranteed additional super now. And then he's got the additional 70% chance as well. We don't have his dodge activated yet, though. Because in order to get that, he does actually have to take damage. And then, so dude, the 70%, we failed it twice in a row. Are you kidding me? Stop it, dude. Alright, so Piccolo should eat this a lot better now that he's gotten more stacks in and stuff. Well, I guess, I said more stacks and he got one more extra stack, right? Alright, well, there was the LR Gohan and Piccolo. Yeah, Gohan potentially, it could be iffy, because if we don't have a lot of his conditions up, or some of his conditions up, it's like they can just get ravaged by these bosses very fast. So it's one of those things where it's like, in the Gogeta and Janemba fight, I feel like this character could probably be pretty good, because, like, we would be able to just easily sit them in slot 1 with no chances of, like, 17s locking or any nonsense. What about, Bulma? So, Bulma's not likely to do damage to us early. Gohan has one additional built in, but it's only a high chance. Piccolo could be quite good. I guess this character doesn't really... The way they're set up, I wouldn't say that they're really going to be super exceptional for Bulma. But I do think Kid Gohan probably should be able to work pretty effectively against Gogeta and Janemba. Goku and Frieza is going to be just... You know, I'm going to be sitting here saying, guys, the game is all RNG. Right? Because it's like... Is 17 gonna lock some weak person on, like, weak member of the team, one of these Namek Saga or Namekian allies, right? Like, is 17 and Golden Frieza, are they gonna be obnoxious and kill us over and over? Like what's gonna happen with that? But, I mean, Piccolo has all the tools to really be able to do effectively in there. It's an interesting character. I feel like the long video might be extra long this time with this unit, but we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, so there was the Gohan and Piccolo. All right, so there was the Kid Gohan and Piccolo. Let's just go ahead and dive into the details for this interesting character here. So this is Tide-Turning Superpower, Gohan Kid / Piccolo. Leader skills, Planet Namek Saga or Bond of Master and Disciple, category key 4 and 150% of stats. Passive skill, Deadly Showdown on Planet Namek. 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Additional 150% attack on super attack. They get 3 key, 30% damage reduction, 30% crit, and an additional that has a high chance to be a super for 3 turns from the first turn. So that's essentially the first 2 rotations. If you float him off, he'll come back. He won't have that, right? Then he gets 3 key, 30% damage reduction, 30% crit as the first attacker in the turn, and then 3 key, 20% damage reduction, and 20% crit if there's a Planet Namek Saga or a Namekian ally in the turn. That's the one that I'm not really the fan of, right? The category restriction there. I mean, I guess I don't like. I'm not gonna. I really don't want to harp too much on a yellow coin LR having restrictions. I'm not really too pressed by that. I just wish that like the categories were maybe like a bit better, or like I don't know. Maybe okay. This might sound crazy. Okay, just bear with me for 2 seconds. Maybe if we're gonna have Planet Namek Saga restrictions, we could actually make the category fucking runnable. Might help, right? Like not fumble every single Namek Saga character that comes out might be a start. Just saying. Ginyu's a fumble. Kui is a fumble. Vegeta to me is like very borderline. I would not call these 3 fumbles to be fair, but like this, dude, the team needs a lot more. And like Namekians, you know, last year Namekians, like Piccolo was dominating the game, but like now, like all those Namekian characters have fallen off, right? Like it's not 2023 anymore. So, and then finally, Gohan recovers 20% HP at the end of the turn. He has his active skill Exchange. We could do this when HP is 70% or less starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle or the 6th turn from the start of battle. And then we'll swap with Piccolo. What is really nice about this is these are start of battle, not start of turn. So Gohan could start out in slot 7, right? So he's on turn 3. And then, you know, you could just float him off right away, boom, and you're ready to go or something like that. Or you could just, you know, leave him in rotation, anything like that. Like, it's good, right? As soon as you hit turn 6, you could just unconditional swap into Piccolo, which is good. 12 key super attack, Wild Rush Blaster, stacks attack and defense, and does colossal damage to the enemy. So, yeah, I've been having issues with this site, but, well, this is Piccolo. Let's head over to Gohan here. Here, I guess I'll reset the page. I don't know why it's doing this on me all of a sudden. So we get, this is a 20% stack, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know why they do this 20% stack. Maybe I'm just a little bit of a stickler, but I just really rather not be at 20%. Like, it just seems stupid. The 18 key super attack, full power Masenko, 100% attack and defense for 1 turn, and mega colossal damage to the enemy. Links here are Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, Demonic Ways, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. And then, of course, 12 key multiplier, 150%, 24 key multiplier, 200%. Normal things we would expect to see. That's a Namek Saga. Let me get rid of this. And then the 200% leader skills, I guess I'll just refresh the page again. I don't know what it's doing that. Is this. Again, we need, like, for Kid Gohan to be very safe, we need Namekian or Planet Namek Saga. So, I mean, we'll see if Namek Saga is going to get more, or if we're just not going to jump over to it for quite a while. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. So, okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the categories now, for Kid Gohan. So, Kid Gohan, of course, is on the Planet Namek Saga team. Definitely a nice addition to the Planet Namek Saga category. No doubt about this. Is a good character to add, for sure. Then there's also the Bond of Master and Disciple category team. Okay, another good option to have. That's, you know, Beast Gohan's team, right? They're also on the Hybrid Saiyan category team. So, another strong hybrid character. But, again, that restriction of Namek Saga and Namekian could be a bit of an issue there. Then the character is also on Dragon Ball Seekers. Okay, that's good. More options to Dragon Ball Seekers is never a bad thing. The character is also on the Goku family category team. Okay, sure. Then we're also on the youth category team. Always nice to get more options for categories like this, right? This helps quite a bit. Beautiful. Youth category team. Then there's also the Bond of Parent and Child category team. Please give us a leader skill for this one soon. Gohan is also on the Earthbred Fighter category team. Okay, perfect. I want that to get a leader as well. Gohan is on Rapid Growth, another niche small team that it's nice to get. Any addition to this category we can get is good. So definitely glad about that. Then Gohan is on the Savior category. Okay. So again, another one of these small niche teams. A nice little bit of help right there. That's awesome. Then Gohan is on the Entrusted Will category. Remember, I mean, you know, last Worldwide, you know, back in 2023, we had a tough Entrusted Will mission. New characters for, like, these smaller teams, always really good. And then finally, Connected Hope as well. So they are on TEQ Gogeta's leader skill, huh? We could potentially run them there. So there is Gohan. I would say overall I'm probably not the biggest fan of Gohan by himself. I do think that he should work pretty well against Gogeta and Janemba, though. Most characters just get killed in there. I think Gohan should be able to handle business. So that's going to be good. Now, again, remember, we can transform with Piccolo, either when HP is 70% or less starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, or just 6th turn from the start of battle. Then super attacks change, passive changes, and then some of Piccolo's links also change as well. So now we jump over here. Piccolo's passive. Piccolo, late to the battle. Yeah, arriving a little bit late there. Okay. 8 key, 250% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets 150% attack on super attack. He has 50% damage reduction, 50% chance to crit. He has an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. He gets 4 key and a guaranteed additional super starting from the turn in which he gets hit. An attack that he has to actually receive, which we did, you know, see in this video. Then, if HP is 70% or more at the start of turn, he gets another 20% damage reduction and gives superclass allies 70% defense. If HP is 70% or less at the start of turn, he gets 100% dodge that turn, and then on following turns, he then gains a high chance to dodge. Now, we saw the way it works is, you know, if we transform on turn 4 because our HP is under that 70% condition, Piccolo comes out with the guaranteed dodge on. That is an interesting ability, right, that we could utilize against some of these tough bosses at some point in the future. That's interesting. And then he also has that 25% HP regen at the end of the turn. 12 key super attack, Hell Zone Plunge, same stuff. Just a 20% attack and defensive stack and colossal damage to the enemy. And then his 18 key, Feel the Pain of the Namekians. 100% attack and defense for 1 turn, and then Mega Colossal damage to the enemy. And then his links are Brainiacs, Namekians, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, Demonic Ways, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. I do also have the 2 best linking partners. So this is Kid Gohan's best linking partners. I mean, Beast is right there. We'll definitely make sure to give that a try throughout these videos. And then, of course, here's Piccolo's best linking partners. So yeah, this character, this Piccolo and Gohan, they are good. I'm not sure how good. I think that some of the restrictions, some of the goofiness is certainly going to, like, I don't think that this is a top 10 LR. I don't think that this is probably even, maybe they make, like, top 15-ish. But, like, here's an example of a character. I probably like 17 in Golden Frieza better than this character, right? Like, even though they are restricted to basically slot 2 or slot 3, there's, like, a big level of consistency that I think that character's gonna have, that I think that this character probably isn't gonna have. But we'll see. I don't want to go too crazy. This is just our first look with the character, 55%, link level 1 and stuff like that. Let me link level this character up and let's see what they're gonna look like. Again, I'm not really too sure. I want to get a lot of footage in. The long video for this character I might make extra long, because, I mean, with 2 different forms like this and stuff like that, there's a lot of different moments and stuff we could see. So, let me know what you guys think of the LR Kid Gohan and Piccolo Exchange Unit. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.